Hi, and welcome to The Defender. Today's episode is focused 100% on providing the foundation that's necessary in order to encourage mentorship for our leaders of tomorrow. I'm Gregory Wade, a global executive and mentor that's had the amazing opportunity of coaching and guiding executives and managers at such places as UPS, Mattel, Twitter, Credit Karma, OpenTable, and many others over my 30 years of experience. I'm also the founder of The Defender, a leadership platform that's focused on encouraging and supporting the skill sets and capabilities that are necessary in order to help build great leaders. At the same time, we spend a lot of our effort on dismantling toxic leadership because it's our belief that the more great leaders there are out there, the better our organizations and businesses will be. So what is mentoring for our leaders of tomorrow? Well, again, the Defender was introduced in February of 2019 with the objective of building great leaders while dismantling toxic leadership. But the fact of the matter is that most of our future leaders are learning through example. In other words, they're learning through their immediate bosses. And those individuals, those bosses, are ill-equipped to provide the coaching and capabilities that are necessary in order to support those future leaders in being great. Now, don't just take this from me. The folks over at Gartner also agree. They identify that only 50% of leaders feel that they are capable of leading their teams. And Inc. magazine also identified that only 10% of leaders are natural born leaders. So what? What are you to do? If this is the case, what is an aspirational leader to do? Does this mean I have to take an MBA and that will suddenly make me a better leader? And if I read more books on leadership, will it improve my chances? If I'm on a stay-at-home order or on the way into the office listening to podcasts and other online content, will it help me out? And if I spend thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on leadership development courses, will this help? Well, Harvard Business Review back in 2017 identified that leaders who are both results-driven and build an engaged and fun to work with team are the most effective. So this means, yes, there are components of these four aspects that I've shared with you that are important and can help contribute to that combination of results in a high-performance team. But how you go about this is actually through mentorship. Mentorship reigns because it provides real-world challenge through practice, practice, and practice. But the big question for many of you, I'm sure, is I don't know who to talk to. Who do I engage with to be my mentor? I can't talk to my peers because I'm worried. I'm worried about exposing my flaws. I've heard this many times. I can't talk to HR because they actually represent the company and not my interests. The fact of the matter is, if you have a leadership development program within your company, you have that for a reason. And that's because HR and your executive team have identified a gap. It's more about gap closure than it is about building a high-performance team environment. And you might also be saying that you haven't established a strong network and you don't have anyone that you can look up to. I've been there. No one to look up to and no one that you can trust. We know that trust in any relationship is a big thing, trust and transparency. So what is mentorship? Mentorship is the combination of matching a more experienced individual who challenges, and this is the key word, challenges a less experienced individual to develop their skills and to push their abilities to further their career aspirations and or their position in business or their business as a whole. It's the establishment of a mutually respectful and trusting relationship where there's a strong sense of nurturing and feedback, real feedback that takes place during ongoing and direct communications. Again, don't just take this from me. There's over 30 years of research that paints a very clear picture. And that is that done right, a mentorship can positively impact mentees, mentors, and their organizations and businesses. So, big question is why mentorship? Mentorship is not on-the-job training. It's about trust, empathy, connection, and courage. And this last element of courage is the courage to be real, to lay the cards on the table, to be open with your mentor. Now, everyone has the opportunity for mentorship. You don't have to go it alone. Many at the top of their game, like Tom Brady, have benefited from mentorship from Tom Martinez, in this case, for decades. But you know what? Many of us simply don't know. We don't know that mentors actually exist, and they genuinely want to help. And many of you also may not know where to find a mentor. That's the big question. So where do you find that mentor? And there are a whole variety of different resources, from online membership networks to social media to networking events, company-led programs like the leadership development programs I mentioned, and any public location. Yes, you may actually find yourself in a situation where you're having a coffee, you're sitting next to somebody who's genuinely interested in opening a conversation with you, and you never know. They might be that professional, that executive that is genuinely interested in helping you to further your career aspirations and further your business. So what are some of the next steps that I recommend for you on your mentoring journey? And that is to start your mentoring outreach informally now. Set an objective of participating in one or two of the initiatives that I just mentioned. Share this video with your mentor or your mentor prospects and challenge them. Ask them to meet, challenge them to come to you with the steps that they'll take to ensure that you are interacting and collaborating on your mentorship journey, and that you have an amazing objective, an amazing a path ahead of you that you know will be successful. And check out our video resources at gregorymwade.com/videos to help you prepare. And I encourage you as well to explore gregorymwade.com/program for our 7-step mentoring program that we've called PATH. And I can't wait to stay in touch. I can't wait to hear how your mentoring outreach goes and grows. You can follow me on LinkedIn. Please join the Defender on YouTube as well. And again, check out our 7-step mentoring PATH program at gregorymwade.com. Once again, I am Gregory Wade. You're watching The Defender.